I decided to keep going when I got to Carrizozo. So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon out here in Carrizozo, New Mexico. And I don't know if you can see the rocks alongside me. This is all lava rock. And this is the Valley of the Fires recreation area. There is no cell phone service and pretty much nothing on this road. But I would advise driving it. It's beautiful. I mean, there's nothing here, but it's amazing to look at. I don't know if that makes sense. So I think I'd try to get a little bit of video footage, but that never does it justice. We're gonna take a little ride on this road here for a while. So a lot of the BDR runs through private property, and you know, just be respectful. They allowed us to use it for this trail, so you know, take it easy when you're going by houses and be courteous. A lot of these areas BDR goes through, there's farmers and ranchers with cattle, and you know, if you open the gate policy, you close the gate. So keep these guys happy so that we can continue to use these roads that go through the beautiful land we wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Look like they got any rain here. Maybe a little bit. Looks like a cow died. Huh. So, got to the county line, and there's a road at the edge of the line here, which I guess this is the county line, which is kind of interesting. But anyway, the road churned, and quality deteriorated just a touch. Still not a bad road, but and see where we're in this stuff again that looks like the lava rock. So, I don't know. And cows are present, as evidenced by the fertilizer on the road, and the cows standing over there. But I don't mind cows. Grew up on a farm, so I probably would have liked beef farming better than dairy farming, to be honest, but looks like we just crossed the county line right there, so for whatever that's worth. I think we end up going through these mountains up here, but I'm not exactly sure. But then eventually we ended up back, you know, the other side of the road that we were on when we came here, so I don't know. But we're going to find out. I'm going to slow down a little bit on this one. Kind of curious though if we end up with more of that lava rock stuff or not. Looks like the road turns here a little bit. Slow down a little bit so I don't lose it. So these roads are pretty nice. I'm trying to take advantage of that. I probably shouldn't be starting this venture this late in the day. It is a little after, it's almost 2:30, I guess. I don't know what the rest of the roads are going to end up being like. So if these are decent, I'm trying to push it a little bit because I don't want to end up out real late after dark. But that and this thing handles, you know, knock on wood, pretty well on this stuff. So there's a few spots that feel a little loose and get a little sketchy, but I wonder if it did sprinkle here a little bit, maybe, because the dust doesn't seem too bad. And this morning when I was on dirt roads, it was kind of dusty, so maybe maybe they did get a little bit of water, but it's not muddy, so that's nice. And even on this, there's enough gravel in this. If it was a little wet, I don't think it'd be too bad either. Similar to that last road we were on up in the forest. I don't know if you heard that or not, but I got a rock that hit my skid plate. Looks like we're getting into the hills a little bit here. Another kind of wicked cattle guard. I'm going to slow down a little bit. Not just real big into jumping, but on my dirt bike I maybe would have hit that a little harder, or at least pulled a wheelie off of it. But all right, looks like we just changed terrain again, and let me see. We're almost into BOM land. It's a little more fun without the traction control on, until I spin out and dump it. should be on BOM land now, at least for a little bit. I was nervous about doing this part of the trail that day I drove through. For one, I wanted to get to Las Cruces before Sam's closed, and for two, I wasn't sure. That was not long after I had dumped my other bike on the ice, or my wife's bike, and I wasn't sure if there'd be snow and ice up here or not. If this is right, we're around 6,000 feet, so there probably wasn't, but I didn't want to chance it, and I don't know. Like I said in my other video, I'd kind of gotten in my head a little bit about doing some of these BDR trails, and I'm glad I'm pushing through it today because I needed some wind therapy. Train changed a little bit again. Now we got cedar trees. Like we climbed a little bit of elevation. We're around 6,000 feet. It's almost 64, it looks like. I'm thinking here in a little bit I'll probably take a breather and get a drink and change the battery in the camera, do the things. I wonder why they were digging there. I don't know if there's mines in this area or not, but I've heard there's some mines around Alamogordo. I don't know exactly what they were mining for, but they said some places when you're riding around you can find some of these old mines, and that there's holes that go way down on the ground. You gotta be careful. Especially out there in the sand. New battery, got a drink. wind seems like it's picking up a little bit. I'm trying to decide if it looks like it's raining up there or not. But we don't have any service here. Phone service to be able to look up the weather or nothing, but I don't know. I'm driving into the wind, so I'm hoping if it does rain, I'll drive through it relatively quickly. Hopefully this road doesn't deteriorate too bad here. I brought some beef sticks with me too, so I stopped and had a little beef stick. Seems like they got the road cut just a little bit higher than the wash, so that's kind of nice. Although sometimes the road can be pretty crappy. Like clear skies up that way again, so hopefully I dodge the rain. I don't remember from that video. There's areas they said that if it had rained it would be kind of rough, and I don't remember if where I'm headed is one of those or not. But we'll see. Hopefully I'm smart enough that if I start getting into something I don't like, I'll turn around and back away. It's not one of my strong points, but this road looks pretty smooth. I'm gonna save some battery here and I'll bring you back. Okay, so I got rained down a little bit, not too bad. I'm pretty much just missed the storm, so that's awesome. I did get a little bit of service on my phone. I was able to look at weather. Oh look, a table. And we're back on the 380. And just scooting along here. We'll see what where we turn off next. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll kind of check it out and see. If it looks good, we'll keep going. Otherwise, we may turn around and go back to Carrizozo or figure out something different. But we'll see. For right now, this is looking really good, and I'm really glad that we did everything we did so far. So I think we're gonna keep pushing. It's like 3:30. storms in this area are pretty much all supposed to be gone. And yeah, I think we timed it just right, kind of accidentally, but I'll take it. So I'll bring it back when we turn off. The camera probably won't do it justice, but it's really pretty the way the mountains are in the clouds and having just rained and everything else. We are coming up on our turn somewhere here. I think I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Nervous because I was seeing a lot of puddles from the rain that just came through. This looks like gravel, so it shouldn't be too bad, but if we get into some of that slick dirt, we might be turning around. And we got probably close to 100 miles yet, so but we'll just be careful, and then probably be too dumb to turn around and we'll get into something slippery anyway. But the gravel I'll take all day. I like this stuff. So we're in another type of I can't think of the right word for it, but you know, the land and the plants and vegetation and all of it. It just amazes me. I mean, you drive by on the highway and you kind of look out and you're like, okay, but then you get out on these roads and you're driving right by this stuff and it just, I don't know, amazing. I'm not even sure if it rained here. Like, I don't see water sitting in the ditches. Maybe it didn't. I don't know if EcoStructure is the right name. Dog kind of scared me a little bit. He's still following me. Give it up, Pooch. See, if this had gotten wet, some of this would be a little bit sketchy. I don't think either it didn't get wet enough to make it sketchy, which is probably the case because I'm not kicking up very much dust. So maybe it just wetted enough to keep the dust out, for which I am grateful. The terrain just keeps changing like every couple hundred feet. Like, it's pretty cool how the desert does that, I guess. Yeah, it had to have rained a little bit. There's some mud right there. I guess we're gonna, what are we gonna do? We're gonna try to not get stuck and not fall over and see what we can do here. Okay, I'll take that. Not too bad. I don't know if the camera picked it up very good or not, but a little sketchy. Time to do some sketchy things, Told you I'd be too dumb to turn around. Well, I think I'm going to pause the camera for right now. And water the grass here for a minute, and bring you back if something changes. But I think we're going to have quite a well, changing scenery a little bit. I've been running along the fence by the missile range. And I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure this is more of that lava rock. Looks a lot like it. And yeah, been seeing it for a little while now. And the trail just kind of took a turn around it. Well, let's see what this says. Okay, so it looks like just gotta close the gate behind us. Anyway, I thought I would bring you back because a lot of that looks like that lava rock stuff again. You can see it way over there too. So I'm thinking that I see some over there too, I think, but I don't know. I had one pretty good hit where I kind of hit pretty hard. I wanted to check everything a little bit. Seems like it's okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that's that same lava rock stuff. I forget when I read about that, it said how many miles it went. It was a lot. So I'm probably still within the vicinity of that. That hill looks like lava there too. But anyway, if I get into more of that stuff here, I'll let you know. But otherwise, I've been cruising. I was running close to 60 for a while, and then I got into some stuff that had some pretty good bumps in it. That's when I bottomed out a little bit. So I toned her down a little. I don't need to wreck or brake or something like that, because that'd be bad. My guess is that they did say in that video something about when this is wet it'd be bad, because it is full of ruts. So, you know, rainy season, I don't think it'd be a good idea to try this. At least this section. But looks like this jogs a little bit up here. But yeah, I'm glad I kind of slowed down on this a little bit. I think this jogs around because of the lava stuff. It looks like cow scared of me. It looks like it would make blacktop if you ground it up, just from the looks of it. I wonder if a person did a grinder, you know, like one of those big road grinder things, if you could chew it up and make a road. But it's probably so uneven and hard to work with that it isn't worth it. Changing direction a little bit. And this road kind of sucks, but it's not terrible. Looks a little rainy in the distance there again. Oh, there's a calf right there. I don't see a cow around. I hope I got that. I didn't notice them right away, and I was trying to get the camera on. That was cool. Oh. Looks like wild horses too. Just been bouncing on this road, and I saw those, I don't know what they are, deer or goat looking things, and I tried to get the camera on to catch it, so hopefully I got them a little bit. We're improving our wildlife variety that we've seen today. We got horses and jackrabbits and lots of cows, and then those things, whatever those were. A couple of little chickens and stuff. Last 10 miles or so turned into blacktop. We're just outside of Elephant Butte at the end of section 3, and I'm pretty happy that I decided to go ahead and do it. Pushed pretty hard. Did it in a little over 3 hours, I think. So probably could have enjoyed it a little more if I would have had a little more time, but it was still pretty good. And it's trying to rain on me again. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do when I get there. Find somewhere to get some gas, and then kind of want to find a little picnic table or somewhere to sit. I got some food I can warm up and have myself a little cup of coffee and stuff like that. I should find one of those little roadside tables maybe. But thought I'd bring you back and kind of catch you up a little bit. It's very pretty. This is pretty neat. Oh, we're dropping down into town here. Kind of thinking it might have ended up really late by the time I got here, and that I would have wanted to camp over here, but I think I'm going to just go back to Alamogordo and get ready to go back to Texas and probably sleep tonight and then try to get up early in the morning and head to Texas. Seeing water. Elton Butte Historic District. Feel like I should drive up there just to get a better view, but oh, there's the lake, the dam. Looks cool. I think I need to take a picture here. Alright, so 292. I'm gonna reset trip 2. Alright, well, I'm gonna do a little bit of playing here and figuring out what I want to do.